So you have decided that control is the way that we will end this war. We could destroy them. We could get rid of them for good. Or we could decide that all the people and everything else that was lost to this horrible war doesn't necessarily have to be in vain. Maybe we can salvage them. We can use them to rebuild society quicker. We could do it on our own, but it would take so much longer. If we had a little Reaper help under my control, then it could be prosperous. If the Reapers were my will, we could rebuild the galaxy together. The elusive man thought he could do it, but he can't. It has to be me. Had to be me. Someone else could have gotten it wrong. Goodbye, Anderson. And Thane. Gotta love the honorable mentions. So my body is starting to disappear. Goodbye, Catalyst. I'm the Catalyst now. So in a way, Shepard still gets to live during this ending. And look at that. Look, he's almost entirely synthetic. Cerberus did a lot to rebuild him.
All fleets. The Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Joker, listen. We have to go. Damn it.
So it's kind of interesting, actually, because in this, in this ending, I essentially become the catalyst. Kind of an interesting twist. I think it's certainly a lot more interesting than the destruction ending. It's not what we would have expected. I mean, destroying the Reapers? Yeah, we probably could have come up with that one. Probably could have assumed that was one possibility. But to do this? And now I, Commander Shepard, am alive and inside them all. I'm alive inside of them all, and I now hold the knowledge of all past civilizations. Imagine the things I'd know. Can you imagine? They must be baffled. They must have no idea. Oh. Closed it up again. I'll still never forget when the original ending happened and seeing the mass relays get destroyed and thinking that, yeah, and it was, no matter what ending you picked, the mass relays were always destroyed, and it's just like, well, the previous, the Mass Effect 2 determined that would cause a supernova, So a lot more people would die, and everyone would be stranded wherever they are. So, although somehow I don't see the Krogan being satisfied with that, though. Yeah, they probably would have thought that they just scared them off or something. And I remember that was actually a lot more of a threat in that particular scene where they were running away there. That was a bit more of a threat in the original ending too, because it was basically coming to destroy the Normandy, and at the last second, it sort of you sort of see the ship start to tilt and lose control, and the music gets a little bit more dooming and cliffhangery. And I mean, that's totally... And like all the stuff up until that point is... You know, it's okay if there's more, but if the scene ends here, that's a pretty horrible ending. Certainly not an ending worthy of a 200 plus hour playthrough. I mean, I've got my playthrough, now my playthrough will be, you know, fully uploaded onto YouTube, fully uploaded onto BitChute, and then partially uploaded onto BitTube. Oh, there's Edie! And then partially uploaded onto BitTube and DTube. Who knows, maybe another platform. But and that was it. God awful. God awful. You couldn't possibly do it. Oh.
Infinite. Immortal. The man I was used these words. But only now do I truly understand them. And only now do I understand the full extent of his sacrifice. Through his death, I was created. Through my birth, his thoughts are freed. They guide me now. Give me reason. Direction. Just as he gave direction to the ones who followed him. The ones who helped him achieve his purpose. Now, my purpose.
Ah, Miranda, Jack still teaches her own for her biotic students.
To give the many hope for a future. To ensure that all have a voice in their future.
I like the feel of this ending.
The man I was knew that he could only achieve this by becoming something greater. There is power in control. There is wisdom in harnessing the strengths of your enemy.
And the Geth get to survive. Korans, of course.
I will rebuild what the many have lost. I will create a future with limitless possibilities. I will protect and sustain. I will act as guardian for the many. And throughout it all, I will never forget. I will remember the ones who sacrificed themselves. So that the many could survive.
Oh, there's more. Yeah, Edie's not up on that board this time. It is nice to see that.
And I will watch over the ones who live on. Those who carry the memory of the man I once was.
Well, the way she puts it up is slightly different from the destruction.
The man who gave up his life to become the one who could save the many.
I do rather like that ending. I do. It's interesting. I do like that ending. I actually do like that ending quite a bit. In some ways, it is kind of my favorite ending. Because, in the destruction ending, you ensure that the Reapers could never, ever possibly come back, and the organic life gets to make it on its own merits. But, I mean, with this, the society can rebuild itself a lot quicker with the help of the Reapers. And in a way, it's like, it's sort of like Shepard still survives, but in another form. And he has all this collective knowledge, and then he can help build a future for everybody. So really, they could really prosper in quite a spectacular way. Like all civilizations would become hyper advanced. It's like the Elusive Man said, the Reapers would do for humanity what the Relays did 1,000-fold. Now, strangely enough, I actually think that that really cool effect that they put on Shepard's voice there, I thought the ending actually sounded better, sounded cooler with the female Shepard, with Femme Shepard speaking as the Reaper hive mind, I guess you could say, or as Femme Shep Catalyst, I guess you could say. Yeah, I think it certainly has its advantages, although I guess maybe perhaps the problem with it is, would organic life become far too dependent on the machines? Would they? Because I think I may have mentioned this before. I saw the movie WALL-E relatively recently, and it was interesting how they portrayed a society that became entirely dependent on machines, and they people became so lazy that they couldn't even walk anymore. And it was horrifying to think that society could allow themselves to get that way if they're not careful. Which is why I don't think we should have robots to help us do everything. Absolutely not. That's a little loud. So yeah, I think I think inviting a future where the robots do everything for us certainly poses its risks. Now, I mean, this is a little bit different. I think in the Mass Effect universe, I think it could work because Shepard's giving them guidance. He has agency over the region, so that's a little different. But yeah, as far as humanity in real life, I don't think that's a good idea for us. Although, strangely enough, I heard kind of an interesting debate one time that the robot, I guess the robot utopia, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term, where robots are doing everything for us. That's literally the only way socialism could work. Is if we had robots to do our bidding, to do whatever we wanted. That's it's literally the only possible way it could work. But no, I don't think that's a good direction for society, for the human race to go at all. I think that'd be very bad for humanity. But anyway, kind of a little sidetrack there. Back to the game itself. I think that I think this actually is one of my favorite endings. But I don't really have much further to say about the ending itself without getting to the point that I'm rambly. So I guess, actually that is really bad. I'll have to make sure that I adjust the audio so that you can still hear me. But yeah, I find it a little bit sad that this is the end of the trilogy. I started this playthrough years ago. Like I started the playthrough of Mass Effect, the very first one, in terms of streaming and recording everything. I started this all before VidMe was a thing. Long before VidMe, and now I've guided all, my entire playthrough on YouTube and BitChute, and I've got part of it on BitTube and DTube now. It's been a long journey, and it has certainly been a joyful one. I have really, really enjoyed going through this trilogy, and being able to stream it and record it. So much so that I am sad to see it's gone. I'm sad that it's all done, but it really, I don't know. Maybe if I'm feeling nostalgic in 10 years, I'll want to do it again. I don't know. I think if I ever was to do it again, I would definitely, I would certainly stream it. I would certainly do live streams of it, but there's no way I would do videos of it again. There's no way I'd go through the effort of making an entire second Let's Play, a Let's Replay of the entire trilogy. No fucking way. No fucking way that's happening. I'm gonna miss this game. I'm gonna miss this trilogy, but I mean, there's lots of great games out there. While this might be kind of the end of an era in terms of my Let's Play channel, the Mass Effect era, there's way more that I want to play. I want to do more retro stuff. I want to get Super Metroid going. I want to get Axiom Verge going. I want to get more indie titles going. There's a lot that I want to put on this channel. This channel, well, channels, I guess. Lots more to come. I'll do this.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
And that is the Buzz Aldrin.
One day, my sweet.
From, Apollo 11, I think it is?
There?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds.
Yeah,
Every
most
world could be home to a different form of life.
probably not though.
And every life is a special story of its own.
I mean, nearest possible
Tell
planet
me
that
another story about the Shepard.
we can see has life is like
It's getting
4.3
late, but
light years
okay.
away.
One more story.
One more story. And I suppose that one more story would be the case if you chose to take a look at the other endings, because I've structured it in such a way that if you want to see the other endings, you're certainly more than welcome to do that. You're welcome to, because in the previous video, I gave a link links in the description to all of the endings, and I'll put the links in the description for this one too, if you want to just go see the other endings on there as well. But yeah, that is if you decide not to do that, then this is otherwise the ending of the entire Mass Effect trilogy. It has been a long journey. It has been a fun journey. And, well, I don't know if I would do it all again necessarily, but yeah, for anybody who has been along, who's been part of this journey with me, it means a lot to me that you were also able to find enjoyment out of my experience with it, and I really appreciate you being along for the ride. But that might be the end of the Mass Effect trilogy. It might be the end of that ride, but there's many more to come.